Away, you starveling, you elfskin, you dried neat's tongue, bull.
Nigel Cecil, calling things out.
Hello, Chakabatis, welcome. We're going to start this video, aren't we, Hillary, with a trigger warning. There may well be some hurty words in this video, which some of you might consider offensive. So if you're likely to be offended by hurty words on their own, please switch off now and don't watch this video any further. We apologize for nothing really, because surely when it comes to the arts, creativity, freedom of expression, freedom of speech, hurty words on their own, well, it's your opinion whether they are hurty words. It's all about context, isn't it? What the comedian says in a club at 12 o'clock midnight on a Saturday night, or the vicar says in the church pulpit at 10:30 on a Sunday morning, completely different. Though having said that, one of our favourite ministers when we were a little kiddie-widdy used to get into the church pulpit and they were a former lieutenant colonel in the army. The Reverend William Bull, yes, that really was their name, and they used to get into the pulpit and they gave hell and damnation, their favourite phrase, blood and sand, and onwards. And others were shocked. But of course, in context, it was acceptable. So when it comes to social media nowadays, one word on their own, if you want to have a pop at someone, well, one word, it shouldn't trigger a knock on the door, should it? And the constabulary asking, what's it all about? What's this video all about? Hurty words and the trigger warning. Well, back in the day, William Shakespeare used words that clearly were offensive. But then there was no social media. But it appears you're now telling us that some productions of William Shakespeare are now having trigger warnings. Come on. Cancel culture, it's others just really, aren't they, trying to make themselves important. We're policing the system. And when we go back a few years, how many of Gen Z have heard of Mary Whitehouse? Mary Whitehouse, the champion of stopping hurty words and hurty subjects. Look Mary Whitehouse up. It happens in every sort of decade, really, doesn't it? But now it's just general hurty words because everyone, well, we can be a Mary Whitehouse, a Maurice Whitehouse, and having a pop. So come on, let's get to it. William Shakespeare. There's a wonderful website called No Sweat Shakespeare. And we had a look at your suggestion, and we've got to say, are you offended by any of these? Because if you are, well, it's striking at the very core of English creativity, isn't it? A most notable coward, an infinite and endless liar, an hourly promise breaker, the owner of no one good quality. Away, you starveling, you elfskin, you dried neat's tongue, bull's pizzle, you stockfish. We have to be offended by that, don't we, Hillary? Come on, back in the day, that would have been cabbages and rotten tomatoes flung at the stage, wouldn't it? Away, you 3-inch fool. 3-inch fool? Now, what could they possibly be referring to? But come, you froward and unable worms. The 3-inch fool's going to be eaten by unable worms. What's an unable worm? But go prick thy face and overread thy fear, thou lily-livered boy. His wit's as thick as a Tewkesbury mustard. What's a Tewkesbury mustard? A Tewkesbury mustard. I'm sure someone could be offended by that, but of course, two toes, totally tired, trotting along to Tewkesbury, all meant in the best possible taste. And before anyone says it, that's not William Shakespeare, but I am pigeon-livered and lack gall, pigeon-livered and lack gall, do I? I am sick when I do look on thee. And then I must tell you friendly in your ear, sell when you can. You are not for all markets. And of course, Nigel Cecil, moi, ably assisted by Hilary, may not be for all markets. But please hit the subscribe button and join us again, and maybe, if enough of you ask, we'll have some more No Sweat Shakespeare. Thank you to their website. Do have a look. And of course, Hurty words. In creativity, in the arts, surely never, surely freedom of expression, especially in society today, should be paramount. Go on. If you're a member of Equity or even interested in the arts, as we always say, to all artists, good work, to all workers, good art, and to everyone, equity. And of course, in the entertainment biz, professional solidarity, comrades, equally and fairly, but of course, good fortune. We'd better keep our fingers crossed, at least until the next time.